Exactly 4 months ago to this day, I crossed the land border from Lebanon into my 183rd country called Syria.
Welcome to Syria.
I had a life-changing 2 weeks there, and the country and its people hasn't left my mind since the moment I left.
Now we're in the beautiful Azam Palace, where the governor of Damascus used to live.
Syria offers a complete package of everything I enjoy about travel. Delicious food, fresh off the press, let's try it. Friendly people, amazing hospitality, ancient wonders, and beautiful nature. In this video, I will share my thoughts about Syria after I've had plenty of time to gather them. My nervousness before entering Syria was on the same level that I had before visiting Afghanistan, Yemen, and North Korea. I was scared, plain and simple. Not only was it the most difficult visa I've ever gotten, but it was extra risky to visit as a Jewish American journalist. 3 no-nos when it comes to Syria. But I managed to overcome the adversities and proceed to having one of the best trips of my life. Just like all of my stories around the world, I decided to take an optimistic approach while in Syria. I thought to myself, why focus on the negatives when this country has so many positive stories to tell? I thought that I was in a unique position to share the good side of Syria, so that's exactly what I tried to do. These markets are so busy, it's amazing. To my surprise, in the weeks after my videos were released, there were dozens of global news outlets and travelers calling my trip propaganda for the Syrian government. I find these claims to be absurd and hilarious, to be honest, so I just want to make a few things clear. First of all, my trip to Syria was not sponsored by anyone except for my own bank account, and in case you guys are wondering, the trip costed me approximately $4,000 US. Secondly, Syria is a place that I've long desired to visit even before the war because I've been fascinated by its culture. And thirdly, is there anything wrong with traveling out of pure curiosity to see life inside Syria without getting political? Alright, putting my rant aside, now that I've had months to gather my thoughts, I can confidently say that Syria ranks in my top 20 favorite countries in the world. It also ranks among the top 3 in the categories of friendliness and hospitality.
You want to drink?
What is it?
Water.
Water? No, I'm okay.
For travel.
Oh, no, it's okay. Time after time, random Syrians that I met on the streets were so generous, like the Mosaic brothers, who wouldn't take my money because I was a visitor. Me? I had to bring an extra suitcase home because of all the unexpected gifts I received. This is not normal in other countries. I've only experienced this kind of hospitality in a few other places, like Iran and Pakistan. In terms of food, I found Syrian cuisine to be the best in the Middle East and home to a few of the tastiest dishes I've ever tried, like this stuff called ful.
It's chickpeas, yogurt, tahini, and bread.
The markets are bustling with fresh fruits, vegetables, spices, and sweets. In fact, the desserts were so delicious that I made an entire video dedicated to them.
My favorite Syrian sweet is harissa.
In terms of historical sites, Syria is just about as ancient as any place gets. Whether it's enjoying the wonders of the old city of Damascus, witnessing the oldest citadel in the world in Aleppo. Right now we are standing on top of Aleppo, the highest point here on the citadel. Or seeing the most well-preserved medieval castle just outside of Homs, I learned so much about the history of our world.
It was built in the beginning of the 11th century.
On the flip side, it's not responsible of me to talk about Syria without mentioning the repercussions. In terms of safety, you are not allowed to visit the current areas of conflict, so I actually felt quite safe throughout. However, there is no denying how difficult it was to witness the destruction in many parts of the country. It's horrific. I've never seen so many buildings in pieces, and the fact that it's all so recent makes it hit home a lot harder. You're explaining to me how all these houses were destroyed by bombs. Stop. I think as the war hopefully calms down, the country will once again be a hotspot for tourism as it was just 10 years ago. Because let me tell you, there are a lot of hidden treasures inside this country that have yet to be exposed. So the next time you think about Syria, try not to think about war and conflict and try to remember the beauty that exists within its borders. I know that as soon as time permits, I'll be heading back there to check out more, and I hope that you guys will give it a chance. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you later.